A lot of stories in autos today. Tesla rising prices on both the 3 and the Y.
Right.
In fact, you're going to pay more for a 3 now by about 13% than you did in Q1.
Well, yeah.
And also the GM Investor Day, which we'll watch today.
Well, I mean, I was looking at the housing. I mean, people are paying a third, quarter more for housing than they did last year. I mean, I actually think that they're more reasonable price. What scares me, I went to look at trucks this weekend. $67,000 for an F-150 that's 5 years old. I mean, that's crazy. Jim, this is a message to Farley. I don't care. Beg, borrow, and steal. Get those semis. I'm willing to let you miss 170,000, 150,000 units, but you've got to get more. Mexico, tight as a drum because of semiconductors. David, we know that these issues keep popping up, and yet are we going to be talking about this next year at this time because nothing's being done?
I don't know. From what you've told us, no. We're not most likely going to be talking about this because things are being done. I would point out, in support of your view at least overall, when it comes to the stocks, and there it is, Ford, that's been by far the best performer this year, up some 60+%, followed by GM, which again is up today, bucking the overall market trend. And Tesla has been the laggard. Now, of course, we know for any other period of time that has not been the case. But
right.
Tesla's still underperforming the broader market right now. Jim, is Ford still sort of the name that is your go-to?
Yes, absolutely, because what Farley's done that the street doesn't recognize is Ford was determined before Farley got there to make cars and trucks everywhere. That was always been the mantra. Henry Ford wanted it. Henry Ford II wanted it. Everybody's wanted that. And Ford's done with that. Ford will they will build and make where they can make money. If not, they're losing $2 billion in India, it's over. If they're losing Latin America, it's over. And that's why I like Ford. Now, the next year, we're going to see this EV lineup. Carl, the EV lineup is so exciting. It can power your house, do so many things. But I'm going to give you the other side. And again, people might say, oh, well, Cramer, you've got power. My wife does these things. I've been trying to get my Maverick. The whole point was that I'm sick of my wife driving me to the Eagles games. If I have my Maverick, I can do it. Ordered it in April. Here we are in October. Now suddenly if it arrives, it's because, like, I said something, people, I'll be in the journalism jail. But you cannot get these vehicles because of chips.
German car registrations last month, down 29. Yeah, you got the Atlanta Fed looking at Q4 GDP with a one handle, largely because consumption is going to be clobbered by cars.
It's true. I'm going down to Puebla in a few weeks. Puebla is the largest auto factory in the world, Volkswagen. If that place is shut down, we're dead. I mean, BMW's there, Mercedes is there. Yeah. When I visit, there's a town that I got a place in, San Miguel de Allende. And I've got to tell you, that's just that's destination, Guanajuato, right there. And they can't get the parts. Well, what good is it? This is amazing. Now, Global Foundries coming public. Global Foundries may have answers. I understand that the Malaysian COVID rate has come down. Malaysia is also that is very much of a choke point.
Yep.
GM knows that. Ford's actually doing a little better than GM in Malaysia. But it's semis, and they can build the plants, but the plants just don't make nearly as much as when you're making chips, making graphic cards for NVIDIA.
Yeah. We'll definitely watch the supply chain issue. It's a big deal.